Hello and welcome to the Roselle and Friends talk show. Today we're talking about a musical genre that is mostly associated with carnival, and that genre is the calypso. But what really is a calypso? Called the people's newspaper, and the person singing it the people's representative or the people's mouthpiece, it suggests that it's more than just singing for entertainment. And I'm sure you will agree with me. My guest in the studio is Tobago Crusoe. Tobago, welcome to the show.
Well, Dr. Roselle, it's nice meeting you. I'm happy to be on this interview. Now you could ask me anything you want to know about the noble art form we call Calypso.
Kaiso!
Calypso.
Kaiso. Well, with me in the studio is Tobago Crusoe, a Calypsonian of immense proportion, born as Othniel Bacchus in Trinidad, in Tobago, and migrated from Trinidad here over 25 years ago. Okay, so you advocate that people should be acquainted with Kaiso or Calypso. There is a difference in understanding the meaning of calling it Kaiso and Calypso. So Kaiso, I would attribute to what you sing, for the simple reason that your singing influences thought. It spurs people into action. It has political and social commentary, and it's there to educate the masses. Would you agree? And that, I would say, is Kaiso. Right. So what's your take on that?
Now, Kaiso is the real name of the art form.
Yeah.
That is the name that was brought with by the enslaved Africans from Africa. I understand it's a Hausa word.
Yes.
And it means bravo.
Bravo.
Well done.
That's right.
Good boy.
Yes.
That was good.
That's it.
It's a way of expressing your appreciation for what was just done.
That's right. That's right.
So that is the real name. Now, Calypso is I would say, an European corruption of the word Kaiso.
Yes. Yes.
Probably they thought it was Calypso. They were saying, no, understand, Calypso is some Greek woman that used to sing longer in Greek mythology.
Yes, even Spanish as well.
Right.
Yes, yes.
She didn't know anything about Africa. But Kaiso is the real word. So I could even give all of us. The name of my music is not Calypso, it is
Kaiso.
Spread this word anywhere you go that it is
Kaiso.
So when they say Calypso, tell them, please shut them out. It is
Kaiso.
And now I finish this verse. Let me hear you shout.
Kaiso.
Brilliant.
That's right. Well then, I have to, I salute you simply because, this legacy that we've been left with by, the pioneers, the pioneering Calypsonians, Growler, Attila the Hun, the Mighty Sparrow, Caressa, Lord Nelson, and Melody, Chalk Dust, and Black Stallion. And here you are, you've come along to acquaint this audience with this thing called Kaiso. But the Calypso, if you study them over any period of time, within those songs are the history, social and political commentaries of a whole region.
Of course, yeah.
And, that is amazing. So
not only the region, but of the entire world.
The world, because global issues are in there.
Issues are there, yeah.
Yeah. So basically men singing and women singing, because we have, Calypso Rose, the Calypso queen of the world.
Yeah.
So
and women were in there from quite early.
That's right.
There was Lady Trinidad since the 1930s. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So in your own journey, you tell us how it works. The Calypso tense, which is just before Carnival. The importance of Calypso to Carnival. Most people think, oh, Carnival, in Notting Hill, the costumes, the dancing, the sound system and all of that.
After emancipation, they had what you call the Cambouis.
That's right.
Cambouis was they used to get groups of enslaved Africans trying to put out the bushfires.
That's right, yes.
So they would sing and dance as a bucket brigade, so they would sing and dance and go on all these fires. But after emancipation, it remained as a festival. So out of the Cambouis, we had these chantwell singers who used to lead the band and so.
That's right.
But later on, a Calypsonian called Railway Douglas decided, well, look, we have to make some money out of this thing. So he got some tarpaulin and set up a with some bamboo frame, and it was actually a tent. So they got together in groups, and they charged a little fee, and people come in to hear the views of the Calypsonian. So the name Calypso tent remained up to
today.
And they got together about a month before Carnival itself. And people would come to hear the views of the Calypsonians in the Calypso tent right up to Carnival. And so, well, that's the story of the Calypso tent itself.
And what is interesting about those men and women is that they assumed some fantastic, what I call sobriquet, the names, and why did they have things like the mighty sparrow, the growling tiger, the roaring lion, Attila the Hun? Why?
Right. In the Carnival bands, the masquerade bands, in the early Carnival, used to have a lead singer.
Right.
And they used to be known as chantwells.
Yes.
And one chantwell would meet the next chantwell when the bands clash.
Yes.
So you have to have a name that will strike some fear in the opponent.
Yes.
So you have like the growling tiger, roaring lion.
Yes.
Right? Now, Attila the Hun was supposed to be some great warrior in the old days.
Yes.
So when you have names like this, when a lion with a tiger, it's actually a fight to the finish.
That's right.
So that's how
the giants.
That's how these sobriquets came into being. But later on, the art form moved away from this battle, and so fellas start to assume lovely names like Melody, Sparrow, Nelson.
Yes.
But they still kept the mighty and the Lord.
That's right. Yes. To assume, superiority.
And status also.
That's right. Yeah. So you worked with the Mighty Sparrow. And the Mighty Sparrow is the king of Calypso, all time great, who's still alive. Tell us what it was like working with him.
Man, it was brilliant. I mean, it was one highlight of my life working with him. Working with him because he's a perfectionist of one.
Right.
He never settled for anything mediocre. I guess that's what helped make him who he is.
That's right.
He's a great entertainer, I'm telling you.
And if you study his calypsos from the 30s.
Yes, if you study his work, he had a variety of things.
Awesome.
Every
single subject,
almost
political,
anything.
Social, all the commentaries are there.
Anything.
An educator.
Everything about. Yeah, he sang about Princess Margaret and the cameraman. He sang about the fellow who was found in the Queen's bedroom.
Yes, the Russian satellite.
Satellite.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then, of course, you've got the other Gina and Dinah, Rosetta and Clementina. Most people thought it was just about, girls, and guys, but really, he was talking about, the Americans,
exploitation of the women.
That's right. Yes. So, I mean, your own songs, your own music, social and political commentary, would you say that's mostly dominant by that?
Yeah, most of them, most of the songs,
I mean, you sang one called Don't Cry, where you're talking about worldwide recession.
That's right, how it affected Trinidad.
Yes. So
and the idea was that Trinidad was doing well being our country, and apparently, I'm not into politics, so I don't know how things run, but when the recession hit, it really hit hard.
Yes.
So I'm saying that Trinidad shouldn't be crying now. They should have make hay while the sun shines and get prepared for times like this, but they didn't.
Well, I mean, I think Black Stallion does the same. He said, oil money come, oil money go, but poor people stay here, in the ghetto. And so what you were doing was influencing people, waking up this kind of social slumber, so that you're speaking to the masses, and you're speaking to the leaders as well.
Right. And even as the situation is now, about a couple of years ago, I wrote a next song saying that the ship is sinking again. So watch it.
Yes, that's right. And then you went on to talk about the Yankees are still here, still in Trinidad.
Yeah, there was a military base in Chagaramas, and then they left. After independence, I think Trinidad got back that part of the island.
Right.
But the way, when you listen to the radio, it's still influenced by the American songs. When you listen to, when you look at how they're dressed and fashion, everything, they were just, so you don't know whether you were in America or in Trinidad. So that the song, that's why I'm saying, although the military went, they're still here psychologically in people's head.
But it's not all about social and political commentary, because going back when Windrush arrived, here in Britain, coming off that mighty ship was Lord Kitch.
Great Lord Kitchener.
The great Lord Kitch. And I mean, like you did just now, as you responded to my welcome. He sang, please sing that song for us.
They asked him, well, look, you're in London, so tell us how you feel as a Calypsonian.
That's
he said,
right, yes.
London is the place for me. London, that lovely city. You can go to France or America, India, Ace or Australia. You gotta come back to London City.
Kaiso. And what is really remarkable about this genre is that it's it's done extempore, like like you did when you sang, to respond to me. And most of all the Calypsonians is that skill to just pick up, or just to pick up a mic or stand and sing.
Well, that was, once upon a time, that was the yardstick used to tell a true Calypsonian.
Yes.
You were supposed to be able to write your own songs. You're supposed to be able to perform it, play an instrument. And so if you don't have these, you're not recognized as a true Calypsonian.
That's right.
I mean, which is kind of changing now, because these days you have people who just write the songs and people who are singing them.
Yes. So times have changed, and the interest in and the subject matters have changed.
That's right.
And here we are in Britain is very vastly different from children growing up in Trinidad. I mean, for them, their goals and aspirations are to become Calypso monarchs. Not all of them, but there is a sense that the interest is homegrown all the way.
That's right.
To
It starts in the elementary school.
Yes.
Calypso competition, secondary school level. And then they have the junior monarch and the senior monarch. It's part of the very fabric of the society.
Absolutely.
So it's easier for youngsters to get into the Calypso business in Trinidad or in the Caribbean per se, because it's no longer, it's not a Trinidad thing now, it's the entire Caribbean.
That's
the
right.
entire Caribbean.
And then,
so, but here in Britain, it's a different scenario.
It is a difficulty.
The icons are not out there. You're not hearing Calypso when you turn the radio on.
That's right.
You're not seeing, there's no Calypso shows.
Yes.
We have a little Calypso tent in West London. And if you go to attend one of the shows, you'll see the same faces every year. You don't see new people coming in.
That's right, So there's a sense that more needs to be done to highlight what it is. It's an incredible legacy that we've been left with.
Of course.
And, so in our own particular ways, we had to do something about it. I mean, for example, in this book, this is the world's first Calypso novel. This is my book. It's called A Woman of Destiny, a Calypso novel. And I dubbed it a Calypso novel. Why? Because I'm acknowledging the fact that the legacy has played a great role in all our lives. In each chapter, at the beginning of each chapter, is a Calypsonian and, a Calypso.
A quote from a Calypso,
I am, yes, that's right. I am endorsing the Calypso. I am also acknowledging the fact that these pioneers have given us, so much. and the issues within the chapter are very much like how a calypso unfolds.
I could do something with my grace.
Please do. Yes, yes.
I pack my things and I leave the Caribbean. I tell myself I go broaden my horizon. When I was home, my friends and them telling me, go to England, up they have plenty money. I tell myself what my friends and them say makes sense. So I come to London and I pick up residence.
Yes.
But when I get up there, the first thing that bothered me, what on earth to eat when I get hungry? I start to hear about mad cow and BSC. And if you only eat beef, you could suffer from CJD. Foot and mouth had the farmers and them squealing. And you could die from salmonella if you eat the chew from the chicken. You could, if you eat a burger, you could die from E. coli. And there was so much chemicals in the vegetables I buy. Well, what to eat in the city I didn't know. I miss all them fresh fish and dumplings from Tobago.
Oh, that's nice. Tobago, thank you so much for coming on the show. If all we've done is to whet people's appetite and to draw their attention to this amazing legacy of ours, you have done that today. Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you.
Phoenix Study Guides are a series of brilliant English books aimed at both children and adults. All books in this series are freestanding and focus on specific areas of learning, or you can work through to build excellent foundation skills for success in English. The Spelling Book. The book provides a simple, step-by-step method that helps students learn to read and spell through appealing activities, which provide very clear information to help you learn English spelling, reading, and writing rules via a graded approach. Vocabulary Book. This refreshingly, lively, easy approach vocabulary skills for students and teachers Volume 1 comes packed with 60 units of fun activities to boost your vocabulary, reinforced by 60 gap-filling tests with answers. The Grammar Book is a one-stop grammar guide loaded with helpful tips, worksheets and grammatical rules with 145 tests for students of all ages. Essential for SATs, ideal for all key stages 1 to 4. Clear, concise teaching methods and easy to follow techniques. An excellent resource for mastering subject terminology in GCSE English. Get your copy today. Or email eaglepublications58@gmail.com. Also available on Amazon and all good booksellers.
Hi, I'm Trevor Tendai, and today I'm going to be making vegan wings with cauliflower. I'm also going to be making a date and Scotch bonnet dip, spicy dip. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all turns out. So first goes in your flour. So that's spelt flour, oregano and sage, some Old Bay and all-purpose seasoning, cayenne pepper, and then lastly, ginger powder and onion powder. Mix it well. Make sure you mix all your dry ingredients. Add some of your dry ingredients to the cauliflower. And then toss to mix. Making sure that you coat all of the cauliflower with the dry mix as well. Make sure it's properly coated. So that the seasoning goes onto the cauliflower as well, not just the back. Add water to your dry mix. So you want to have a nice thick consistency, so add your water gradually and mix it really well. Making sure there's no lumps in there. There we go. I think that's the consistency we're looking for. Nice and thick. Excellent. I think there's no lumps in there. There's a bit of cauliflower in there, that's about it. And then now what we want to start doing is get our cauliflower in there and coat it. Look at that. That is awesome. It smells amazing already. I haven't even started cooking it. Make sure it's really well coated. And then what you want to do is get your oil nice and hot. To test your oil, you can use a bit of wooden spoon. Dip it in the oil. If you see bubbles coming up, it means it's hot enough for you to start frying and it's not going to soak into your food.
Good news! The new Connect with Roselle app is here. You can watch this program whilst on the go, catch up on past episodes, access our list of courses and find one that's right for you, buy our books and resources, The Connect with Roselle app is easy to navigate. It's free to download from Google Play, or you can download it on the App Store. Get the Connect with Roselle app now. Thank you to those of you who've sent in questions to Roselle and Friends News Quiz. We like them and keep sending them. But for now, Pritika?
We look forward to your quiz suggestions for this show. But for now, here's question number 1. What's the name of the cowboy in Toy Story? The answer is Woody.
And question number 2. How many players are in a football team? The answer is 11 players.
Question number 3. How many keys are there on a piano? The answer is 88.
That's all for now, but don't forget to send us your news and quiz questions from wherever you are. Send them to roselle.friends@yahoo.co.uk or visit our website, roselleandfriends.com. See you next week. Bye-bye.